Hello friends and potential friends. You know, that last video I made about saying goodbye to the garden seemed to be a little bit depressing, and I figured I'd better come on here and set the record straight. I've gotten a lot of veggies out of that garden this season, and it's nothing to be worried about. Most of the tomatoes are slacking off now, and other things are kind of finishing up, but I'm going to have a lot to do when I come back. Well, before we start any pity parties, I figured I'd better give you a glance at what I did get out of the garden this season. My normal practice is I go out and wander through the garden, pull off anything that's bad, and I did have quite a few tomatoes damaged by worms this year. Anything that's good either goes into my pocket or it goes into my mouth. And eventually, what makes it into the house winds up on a paper plate in my kitchen. Every few days I'll go through and take anything that's ripe on the paper plate, put it in freezer bags, stick it in the freezer, or stick it in my mouth and put it in my belly. I've probably eaten about half of what I've picked this season. The other half is in these pictures. Now you may notice that some of the fruits and vegetables show up in multiple pictures. Sometimes there's a big pile, sometimes there's a little pile. Usually it's a little pile, to be honest with you. I think I've mentioned a few times that I don't get a big harvest out of my garden, but I do get a bunch of little ones. And if you hang around to the very end, you'll see what's actually made it into the freezer this year. But there are no guarantees that it's going to stay in the freezer, because I'm still eating a lot of this stuff too. Just about every meal. So don't feel sorry for me for leaving the garden. The garden will be fine on its own, and I'll be doing a lot of digging when I come back. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed the collage, and I'll see you next time.